Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about how you can get brushes for like insanely cheap. Now, the only thing about these is they Mac didn't make these products. Somebody else made them and put a Mac label on them. However, they are still quality brushes and you can get them in packs for very inexpensive. I got mine off of YouTube, um, and I know that Brush 111.com sells these, and I'm thinking that's where the person from eBay got these brushes because I found the exact same kinds on there. And I mean, if you want the real thing, don't go to these sites, but they still they still work and they still do the job. And the cool thing is they actually have the label on them. I haven't checked yet to see if they're like correct, but I think they are because I know I have one um, that's the same number as another one. So first of all, just to talk about inexpensive brushes, if if you're like me, you don't have a lot of money, okay? You don't want to spend a ton of money on brushes. You want brushes that'll stand up for a while and will just do the job. So first of all, the e.l.f. Professional line has great brushes. I only have two right now, the defining eye brush and the crease brush. The defining eye brush is great for the outer corner, and the concealer brush I actually use for inner corner. It actually works really well. Okay, but back onto these MAC brushes. First of all, I got 32. They come in a wide variety of numbers. So I got the 32 pack. I paid $20 and it was free shipping, and I got them on eBay, but you can get them on brush111.com. They're a little bit more expensive there, so I'd recommend checking out eBay if you want them. But here's the bag that they come in, and it ties here. You untie it, and it unfolds a lot. And then it has the little flap to protect your brushes. This is a really good case. Definitely not ashamed of that. And then here are the brushes they came with. I took them all out. So I guess I'll go through them and talk a little bit about each of them. They come with two fan brushes. They come with a little one, which they're calling the 205. But see, look at the label. It looks real. I mean, I know that they aren't because MAC brushes would never be this inexpensive. But and the fan brushes come with a protector. So that one's the smaller one, and the bigger one, which is pretty dense for a fan brush, if you can see that. I don't know if you can. Again, a case. This one they're calling the 494 SE. And there's that label. Okay. And then on to sort of powder brushes. A 129 SE. A 150. Which I really like using this one for powder. And a 129. This one, I've never seen one like this before. It's like tall, but not thick. And then it comes with two 168 SHs. These are perfect blush brushes, and then I also use one for bronzer to contour. So, the foundation brush, the 190. These are really soft. I don't know how to explain it, but they're really soft. They're synthetic, but they're just really soft. And this foundation brush works really well. Ooh. Okay, and then concealer brush, 249. And you have bigger brushes here, a 275. a 252, a 213. Okay, and then onto like blending brushes and crease brushes. You get the 222 SE. It's just a dome crease brush. 239, which this I would say is a flatter crease brush. The 242. Okay. The 217, which everyone knows the 217. And then this one, I thought this one was really cool. The 222, it has a flat top. If you can see that. It's like a crease brush, but it has a flat top. And I just think that's really cool. And the 214, which is more of a shader brush. The 246, it's angled. 248. The 245. The 247. Okay, and then small detail brushes, or eyeliner brushes. So the 316, which this is so cool. It's kind of bent here a little bit, just a little bit, and it's not too skinny, but it comes the 195, which is tiny enough that either you could probably use it in your inner corner. This really reminds me of a smaller version of the concealer brush from e.l.f. So, and then the 316 SE, a liner brush, which is the 210, an angled liner brush, the 202, the 263 SE. It's like angled a little bit. This I think could be in a liner brush too. It's another 263 SE, so I'm not sure. I'm going to have to do research on this if they actually are the same brushes as real MAC brushes, if they labeled them correctly. But they come with multiples of the same name, but they're different brushes, so I don't know. But this is another 263 SE. And here's the other one. So these are both 263 SEs. And they're slightly different. If you can see that. They're slightly different. Not a lot. Okay, and then kind of the miscellaneous brushes. They have a sponge applicator, which they're calling the 263. And the brown eyelash brushes, the 102. And the spoolie brow brush, which they're calling the 263, which is slightly angled, and I actually kind of like that. It works nice for getting the brows. But I have used these brushes. I have no complaints with them yet. They're very soft. Like the foundation brush is just beyond soft. I kind of didn't want to use it because I knew it would make it less soft, but it's so soft to put on your face. The foundation brush works really well, not streaky at all. The blush brushes work great for contouring as well, and blush. So, okay. And then all of the little detail brushes are great. I don't see why. I don't think they're a waste unless you really like to have the name and know it's real. I really think that these brushes are perfectly fine, and for the price, I mean, 32 for $20. That, you can't get much better. Even Elf doesn't have brushes for that many brushes for that amount of money. So I don't think it's a waste, again, unless you like having the real thing. So I'm not recommending them. I'm not recommending them. So it's up to you, but that's just my opinion on it. So check out my Twitter and subscribe. Bye.